Hello, comrades. It's Premier Rever, and I am back again at my most wondrous city of Neuve Revergrad. We are getting close to completing a lot of these structures. It's taken quite a while. Played a decent amount of time in between the episodes. Just these darn paved roads. I don't know. It's just taking an awful long time. I got all four constructions. I don't know. There's some gravel coming out here. I don't even know. Do we need gravel? Yeah, a little bit. But I don't know if that guy's for this or something else. In any event, we are working into building this. I think it's just going to take a little while to get everything completed, just because things are kind of far away. But that's okay. We can go off and do other things. What we did get almost completed was, well, we did get the buildings done, but we don't quite have the roads. And I was wondering why the railroads were taking so darn long. And I realized when these guys are coming over here, they can't get out because of the Drunken Bridge intersection here. They have to go out on this track, which means they're riding all the way down here, looping around through here, and then coming back up and in. So it's been taking a little while. I did purchase a little bit of this, so you can see where this has got the electric symbol, just to get it going, because it was just taking way too long. And yeah, but I could have sat there and waited till this got done. But we also got all of these things emptied out. And I set these things. So all of the buildings in this area, except, well, now this one's done too. I wanted to point something out that I noticed. You can take out the gravel. I don't know why you would ever want to do this, but you can take the gravel out of here as almost like another depot, if you ever wanted to. Let me go ahead and get, this one doesn't have anything in it, and neither does this one, and they won't get any. And then we'll take this one. This is what I've been doing just to wrap up. So then this one will send to its next stop, right? And then close that. And I filled up that other local area, so I've just been sending them over to here, which is, I don't know if it's the closest depot, but all right, we'll get them going. So all of these buildings should be able to be destroyed, if not right this minute, then momentarily. I kind of want to make sure there's no vehicles. Like, some guys are taking their last runs, like, right, and then some of them I think are just sitting in a depot someplace. Right? Doesn't see. I kind of wish it would tell you that somehow, but we'll get that straightened out in a minute. The bottom line is we're waiting on these construction cranes to come in here and get around there. Do we see them looping around? I just sent them out not too long ago. Here he comes. There they come. So they should be done in a minute. We'll kind of pretend that I didn't buy anything, right? And that I just waited that extra few minutes. I was fast forwarding time at that point, but there we go. So as far as everything else goes, we're looking pretty good with the plan, right? Like, these two for now are full, but it's a little hard to tell if the system's working that well until we get trains in here going locally, and then making sure these trains don't, steal all the stuff out of these tanks. Now, I don't think they would, because you would think a pump might take priority over the gravity feed that we have in between here and here. But we'll see. We'll learn. And then this guy, boy, he's moving slow. He got no workers. Come on, go a little faster. All right. I don't know if that works if you route them on. Probably doesn't. All right, so anyway, so we're really close to firing this up. So what I would like to do is we'll get a train going, or at least get it set up. So what are we talking here? So we're talking really probably what we want to do. Well, we can buy the train. Yeah, I don't want it to be so long that it sticks out the end here. Let's go get a couple of the trains. And I was making more of these cars. So let's get this guy, one of these. Not him. How did he lose his route? Yeah, I guess he... Oh, there he is. Yeah, so all I have to do should just click start, and he'll bring those. And those are going to be so we can get some more steel cars going, steel exports and whatnot. And we could switch at some point here, but I wanted to point something out if I can click it again. All right, let me go over to the side here. See, look, there's a boxcar wagon in here, but this is an open haul type, right? And I can't even click on that, but why is there a boxcar wagon in there? Does that make sense? And then if I click, look, there's a hopper wagon, but there is no hopper wagon in this thing. All right, so I'm not sure what's going on there with this. You know, somehow stuff's getting abandoned in there, it seems like. In any event, what I want to do is, yeah, see, there it goes. I clicked on that boxcar wagon again, but let me open this guy up just so I know which one he is. And then we're going to purchase some oil tankers. All right, we'll get, I guess 4 will be enough, right? Why can't I? Really? Do I have to put, like, what if I do this? All right, does that, there you go. I don't know why that wouldn't, yeah, so we're going to put 4. I kind of wanted them on this one. All right, and then we'll do 4 more. Because I think that last one's the one that's got the route. Probably easy, just as easy to redo the route than move those each time. All right, so let's keep both of those open. All right, so these guys will be, where are we at? Yeah, I think what I want to do, let's open up these two because they already have the routes that I think we would run. I don't know that there would be any reason to change the routes, but I want, so yeah, look, all of our construction's done down here. We need to do, let's do a little bit of signaling before we, let's shrink these just so they're not too obnoxious. All right, and so what we want is the import train to come in, or the, I'm sorry, the train that's going to do the local, the 2 bottom ones are going to come in here. Let's get over here and signal this up. You know what? We're going to start by getting rid of some. It's funny the way that just sort of disappeared. So we can get rid of this. All right, we're done construction. Zoom in. I don't want to delete. It doesn't really make too much difference, but I don't want to delete things. All right, and then we'll come in here and all right, get rid of all those extra nodes. So this would be a chain. Oh, okay. Well, into this intersection, right? And then regular signal back out. Did I not? All right, there we go. So we can delete all of this. You probably want to put a little signal in there somewhere so they can stack up. You know what? These are actually in probably pretty good spaces. We just need to switch them. You know what? No, we don't want that there. Never mind. Right, this really needs to be treated as a single junction. There's no way that's going to work for a train. It'll just confuse things. Right. So I'll have a chain in here. Chain in. And a regular out. And then we can get rid of these two and put them as close as possible. chain in. All right, and then I was, in my time sitting down here, I was thinking about what was going on. And other than maybe being able to take oil back out of here, which I really don't think we need to do, we should get our oil from the other place if we ever needed to ship oil. Because we were bringing oil over to here, right? So where is this train? Where are you loading from? Yeah, see, he's now... Let me close some of this junk. He's now loading from over here, which is good because there's not going to be that much oil needs for these two plastic factories. So, right, so he's not even coming over here anymore. So there's really, you know, I was talking about we would put like this track here and here, but I really don't see the need because this will be oil incoming. Like if we wanted to take oil from over the same place we were just at, wherever that went, right here, right? We would take oil and just come in this way. And, oh, you know what? We have the steel mill. Yeah, I guess we do need it. We have this steel mill over here. Well, you know what? We could force him out this way all the time. Which, like, I don't want this to become a cut through, I guess, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead. I think we have this all emptied out. Well, we do have a little bit of oil. We're just going to ignore that in there. And then we have, yeah, so this is pretty much emptied out. Let's send this plastics guy. That other depot is pretty full, so we'll come to this one, wherever it is, right there. All right, let's send him back to here for now, just to get him out of our way. And then we should be able to destroy all of this stuff. Now, I think there might be a train with this route. Yeah, so what are you doing? Yeah, and I just had him coming to here to load up, like, so we're going to cut that out of his loop, right? So he's going to come and then unload at these places. You know, I was just emptying him out. That's the reason he was still on here. So there we go. So now there's no other... Oh, we do have vehicles. Yeah, what are you doing? You are... Oh, you're a bus. Okay, well, we're going to send you, since that other depot's full. Here. All right, so no more buses. All right, so there we go. So we shouldn't have any more... Oh, we do. Now, this guy we just... Yeah, what is he doing? We just sent him to the depot, so we're in good shape. Sent that guy to a depot, took that guy off the route. Yeah, so I guess we do want this reattached, but let's go ahead and somewhat carefully, we're going to get rid of this connection. We're going to start doing some destruction. And yeah, let's switch over and, well, we'll just go to this tool. Destroy the buildings. Let's get rid of the roads. Get rid of that footpath we never built. Oop, scared me. Every time I'm deleting something. Oh, wait, you know what? We don't want to... I don't even know if we need that power up there anymore, but let's... All right, and then we'll get rid of some railroad tracks. This was all not the best design in the world anyway. Things were just kind of a little bit too tight, in my opinion. Like, we were causing... It just wasn't a good place. So now it might be a little bit more spread out. All right, so let's do... All right, and then I'm going to try to get rid of these. All right, and then we'll come up here and get rid of some more of these. And while there's nobody in here... Oh, okay. Get rid of that extra node. Man, that's a mess. I don't know if we need that big mess there now. We'll take a look in a minute. All right, so let's get rid of all these signals. All right, so now I think the thing to do, let's put on the wireframe. And so this one needs to go over to here, right? Crossing not allowed. Stop it. All right, and then you should go in there like this, and then these two. Let's go a little more like that. All right, and then we can get rid of this bit. I don't know if I like that so much, but yeah, it's fine. Like I said, it shouldn't be like a normal. I don't really want it to be where they go. Let's turn the wireframe off. It is getting a little bit laggy, so let's commit to that, and then let's come up here. Since those other guys are riding all around the map, these guys should be able to actually do this construction. You might have to put some signaling in, yeah. You know what? Before we assign them, because if you assign them, you're going to mess up your signaling. Or your assignments anyway. Yeah, so let's come. You know what? That's right. You can't get rid of construction projects once you've done it. And then we probably could use. Just put a couple like here. There. So they should be able to come in, get this done. And you know what I'll do probably too is let's assign this one to that one and this one to that one. So they conflict a little bit less, and then they're gonna need this. I hope doesn't mess them up. Let's just put, well, you know what? We could put it like here and here. They won't go past that point. This one they will. You know what? That would separate it enough, right? As long as they don't come. Whoever's over here shouldn't feed back to stop this guy. Because, yeah, we don't need a signal along here. Good. Not that critical either way, but there we go. Okay. So are these guys heading out? Yes. Good. All right, so now that we have, do we have all the signaling done? No, I can tell. Maybe we do. Yeah, that's really kind of a mess there, isn't it? But they need to be able to get back either way. I mean, would it be better just to do like a crisscross there? I don't know. I don't think I'm going to mess with it. But the problem we're going to have is I don't know if one of those trains can get along here, which might jam up this whole intersection, right? If we can't fit a train in between there and there. Yeah, you know what? We'll just leave it alone. We'll see if it causes problems. But what we might have to do is like double chain signal that. Like this might need to be a chain, right? So that you won't come into this whole area unless the train's cleared of here, right? So you're gonna have to be like either past here or into here before you would even come in there, going that one way. Same thing could happen here. I think we can move this guy back significantly, right? So that might be the difference between getting another train in there or not. Because if you don't, you just end up jamming the whole thing up. Yeah, you know what? This one, it's called, I don't know if it's OCD, but it's certainly, I could tell these weren't as close as possible. There we go. Cool. Okay, so now that we have that done, our signaling, I'm assuming, will be okay. And I'm also assuming that their way in and out will be okay. If we just come to these two, So this guy was loading up at this other station, but I just simply want to switch that to this one. All right, load, wait, close, fuel. And then we're going to delete this one off. And then, yeah, we'll just close that, I think. This one, we're going to do this. Oh, you know what? Does it matter if we... Oh, you know what? These guys can't get to... They can get in, but they can't get back out. Let's do as short a crisscross as we can. I'm just going to pay for this. All right. Oop, what happened there? Grab it. All right, so now this needs to be... I think, you know what, the best thing's going to be a double chain. All right, and that's what I was talking about maybe doing over here, because it might just be a lot simpler. Yeah, you know what, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of this mess, and we'll just pay for it because we can. All right, so we're going to get rid of this and that. And let's get rid of this signaling. That node. Can we do a crisscross in here with it looking goofy like that? You know what? We need to make sure we have a signal here, a chain signal there, and then we put this in. Come on, fit for me, buddy. Fit, fit, fit. Yes. Now we go the other way. Yes, I saw you. Right, and now hopefully, I mean, I don't know that it made a huge difference, but so this should be a double chain as close as we can get this. Now hopefully the trains don't stick their butt out into there, right? I don't think they will, but yeah. Yeah, and that's just a lot cleaner. And then what I also like about that, yeah, let's come up here and we can get rid of this, and then that will make this a little bit tighter. All right, so, or a little bit looser, however you look at that. And then hopefully we can fit a whole train in between here and here and not have a big problem. Cool, so what did I do? Did I get this switched? No. So you load bitumen, wait, and get rid of this one. So this should be our domestic route, right? And so if there's, hopefully we'll keep this full and not the other one. All right, so let's close this, and then this guy really just need, they just need to go to export. So what we're going to do is click on both of these. Hopefully they won't, I might want to put a, yeah, you know what, let's do this. Well, I know what I'll do. So we're going to load, one of them's going to load fuel, and wait, let's put him over here. And you, we're going to wait and load bitumen, and then I guess it's doesn't really matter. This probably is our closest export. And so we're going to do, you know what I want to do? I want to make sure that other train's not going to export, right? Yeah, so you're going to unload anything is fine. Unload anything is fine. But then let's put each one of these on a different track so that they don't ever sit there like staring at each other, right? So we're, oh, no. Yeah, that'll confuse them. So we want to come here. So after you go to Molna, come to this waypoint. And you after you go to Molna, come to this waypoint, right? So that should force them to separate tracks. Now the problem with our system is here, we would struggle to have more than one of each type of train. Like we'd really need more of a rail yard. And I guess we could, you know, level more mountain and do all of that, but for now we should be good. So let's go here. I want to check. Yeah, good. Neither one of them's exporting at this moment, but I want to do the same thing here. So when you get to your last stop here, right before you come back to load, I want you to go to that waypoint, and then this one, I want you to go to this waypoint. And that should keep them having their own separate thing, of course, and then they won't hopefully bump into each other too much. And right now, you know, things seem to be working. Now, did I start those trains? Probably not. Let's see. Why doesn't it say... Oh, because we need to come here. No, why doesn't it say vehicle with this route in mind? Because I didn't start them. Okay, good. We didn't get that symbol of can't get there. All right. Are you coming out? Yep. How about the other buddy? Yeah. Oh, are you waiting for the other guy to get out of the vicinity? Is that the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a problem. You know what? Let's send this guy. Where's this other one? Here. Is he going to get stuck in there? No, he can switch back over because I've had this problem before. Right, so I left this like two-way so that they could get in and out. Okay, so now let's just make sure these both get on their way. There we go. He's getting out there. So I think this guy's... I hope he's not coming out because of the... Yeah, that guy's clear of that signal. Yeah, why are you not moving? You're kind of concerning me that you're not moving. Can we send you to this one? Yeah, why are you not moving? Let's go over here and see if we can send them to the other depot, if that gets them. There you go. All right, got him moving. Make sure he's going to this one. Is that... Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with that. That was a little buggy. I don't think I did anything wrong. But good, there we go. So now we have two trains that should just be exporting, and hopefully, like I said, the ones that are doing the local supply... Where are we at? Over here. You know, hopefully the ones doing the local supply get the priority that their tanks would get filled first. So we'll come back in and check on that in a little bit. Cool. Now, the next thing to do, and I need to take a real quick break for a second, and I will come back and we'll start destroying more stuff. and maybe leveling a little bit and getting a train station over for this, and then we'll have to start, you know, getting some of these trucks out of the way. All right, so I'll see you in a second. And back again. All right, so let's get these trucks out of the way. Will be the next step, I think. And this guy, does he have stuff in him? No. So you send them on their last route, and if they're waiting, they all come back here nicely. And what are you doing? Are you not? so we want to stop you as well, don't we? Oh no, you're taking bitumen back and forth to the Camine. All right, is there room over here for you? Yes. Well, we're gonna. Oh no, you know what we could do? Yeah, you need to be coming over here anyway. Well, really, you know what? We're not going to be paving that much, I don't think. But if we do, it could cause a problem. Let's just set him in there, all right? Because he's been set up driving back and forth for many, many decades. So yeah, all right. Anyway, all right. So we're going to get rid of these up here, I hope. Over this way. Like the way I sung that? Yeah, this is really going to fill this area up, isn't it? There we go. Good, we had room. Alright, so that should get all of them out of our hair. And then we should be able to destroy all these buildings. Let's go into, I don't know, track building mode. Remember the old days when you used to click... What's going on there? Well, I'm clicking the X. Yeah, the clicking in this... I was just going to say, when there was issues with all the clicking. I'm going to go over to road building just to be super safe. Right, so that's that. And then... Yeah, we don't really have a road over to here, do we? So let's... For fire protection reasons, if nothing else. Let's see, can we go? Well, we might. The railroad track may come in here. No, you won't do that for me. All right, let's get rid of. Yeah, we'll leave that. Can you know what I'm going to do? Let's take it back a little bit further. Alright, so we're going to turn this real quickly into like a regular road. Where we put the train station in a minute. There you go. Alright, and then we can get rid of that goofy road. Not sure why he was going that way, but right, and then all of this can get gone. And this can get gone. Oops. This so we can get rid of the bits of road. That looks like heck. Let's get rid of the footpaths. Now I'm using this just so I don't accidentally delete those power lines or something. It'd be easy to do. All right, and then this needs to be gone. No footpaths, yeah, just roads. Right, and yeah, well, this road can be gone. Do we even need this road? No, I know it doesn't really cost us anything to have it, but considering how ugly it is. All right, we can get rid of all of that. Now, you know, do we have to knock all that stuff down? In a lot of ways, no, but this was built before there was pollution. I think I mentioned that before, so, you know, having that there was definitely not ideal. Now, one thing I'd like to do, let's take some dirt road. Can I get through here? Yeah, close enough. All right, so that they can all come through this way, because they might have been coming up that road before. And probably should even gravel some of that here, but let's get our railroad tracks through. All right, I guess we'll swing around that road right there. have to get rid of some power lines. Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna. Hopefully, this doesn't cause too many problems. I'm gonna get rid of that and that. We'll put them right back up in a minute. All right, we'll have it swing. Stay away from that other intersection just a little bit. Really? Yeah, see what I mean about that intersection? So we'll try to come like there, which is kind of okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, no, that's... let's look at a footpath. Yeah, there's no footpath on this side of the building. That's annoying. There's one here, but I got low riding pipes. I don't think I can get... Man, I can't get under those. So the people will have to come from like over here, which I can't do because of this. All right, so let's take... No, that's not what, at all what I wanted to do. For now, we're just going to take this and do... No. No. Really kind of wanted to come off of this other. There you go. How far? All right, so now what we should be able to do, that should be far enough to put a footpath. Yeah. Come on. Building in the way. Okay. All right, down this way, and then let's go back to railroad stations. And we want to put just a regular small train platform. I don't want to be too far away. Probably would... see, this is where the symmetry is not ideal necessarily. Yeah, let's put on this wire frame so I can see what I just did. Yeah, let's level... Oh, I need a free bulldozer? All right, well, we can building level a little extra. So what I want to do is... All right, like just make sure that the run-in... I can always get a bulldozer over here if we had to, but... Okay, let's take a look. You know what, that'll be fine. That's just where I put that railroad bridge was not ideal. All right, so there we go. So now let's go and destroy all of this. All right, and then even let's see about where this would come out naturally. Yeah, let's do that, and then really, there you go. Too close to the road connection. Really? There must be a road thing in there that we can't see anymore because we deleted whatever. So what I'm gonna, that's, to me, that's definitely like a game issue. So yeah, see how this is, like if I tried to go further, there's an intersection right there. So let's just come here, do that, this, and then pay for this. Go over to our railroad tracks, and then we should be able to come across there with no problem. Right, and we'll do... Why are you being funny? It's kind of fighting me more than it does normally. Not like I haven't played the game for an hour or two, and know what normal is. All right, does that looks pretty reasonable? And then I want to bring, yeah, so where are we going to? We're kind of going up this way further, aren't we? Yeah, let's bring it back a little bit, knowing that we don't have a bulldozer. And then after I did all that, I didn't even need to destroy this one. So let's put these power lines back up. I don't want to buy things that I don't mean to buy. All right, where was the other one? Here, right? Yeah, I don't even know if I needed to destroy. Well, this one had a pole, I think, right in our way. Pretty close to right in our. I'm not sure that we would have fit that under there. Right, and those, by the way, you can't. When it comes to something like that, you can't do the construction anyhow because they're not like connectable, so to speak. All right, so now we need to get down this big hill. I want to get. Yeah, they can go around the long way. So let's get rid of the road first. Because I have a feeling that'll hurt us trying to level. Yeah, you know what? I don't know if we have to move that pole or not, but let's just see what happens. Actually, I think I want to take this back a little bit. Come out like this, and then let's see, can you just do that? Good Lord. Nope. I know you could do that, but now you're going to do that number. Sometimes it's the side to side. The problem is I don't have a bulldozer over here. I could probably maybe try to do like that number. Right? And see if that, because it might not be that it's too steep. It might just be that the side to side is red. Right? Yeah, you know what? Let's do something else here. Speaking of side to side, let's try this. Oh, come on. Stop it. Great, that's not too bad. So we can get into here. Now the problem is there is no looping around in here, which I definitely like to do. Our school's kind of right in the way. I don't think there's... Yeah, do we need this? We don't really necessarily need that road, do we? Because fire truck should be able to get in there. Let's just see if we can't. If we can't make this a loopy-doo, just to make it look a little more realistic. Plus, I don't particularly want a traffic jam there either, right? Like, if you keep them coming in, yeah, we can. Right, and then what we'll do actually is just have them pick up on one side. I don't think it really matters. Right, and then we can get rid of this bit. Right, so we'll have them. I mean, it would be better. Yeah, I think we're gonna have. Well, let's see. I guess it doesn't really matter if they spin around and then head over to here, because we have to be right-hand drive like we are over here. So Now our problem is, how do we get a construction crew into here without having to loop them all the way around every time? Can we just do... All right, because like they're going to have to come in and go all the way up here, loop around, and then come back to their... whatever one of these two they're on. Can we get... I guess that's just what we're going to have to put up with if we want to be realistic about it. So let's see, can I get like some signals here and here? Yes, good. So that way... Right, and then we need one at least like right up here or something so that so it's separate tracks. So we should be able to assign them to come in. Now, are these guys working on this? Yes. All right, so let's commit to that railroad track, right? And then we've got two things nicely done here. We got rid of a rather big eyesore and pollution source here, and then now we have the ability to have trains coming in here. Now I do want to put, I auto attach that path down here, but I think I'd like to get rid of that path for a second. This footpath. And then, yeah, we need, let's attach, not footpath. Let's attach this guy back up, I guess. And then what is this road? Well, that's a footpath. It just looks like a road because it's so wide. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna come in, and I want to do footpath. So like over to here, and then we'll do walkie road. Really? You mean overlaps with exist? You know what? Let's get rid of said footpath that quickly. You know, can we just do that? Yeah, no. Let's go with back footpath. I don't want to just delete. There we go. That's actually kind of better because I think we'll be able to do. I don't know about better, but it's there. It is. Right, so they should be able to walk, and then we want one more bit of walkie road right there. So that should be effectively a path the whole way. And then while we're over here, why don't we destroy that and make it one construction project? All right, get the fire trucks in there a little bit quicker. Make it look a little nicer. I think, many times you do gravel roads. I think just so you, like in real life, so you don't have mud issues, and even if it is just a construction site. And yeah, we need to get these roads built relatively quickly. Now, and having said that, these guys, yeah, we need to get them reassigned kind of ASAP. And I don't even know, do we have gravel over here? Asphalt. No. Right, concrete. Bricks. Boards. Yeah, gravel. Yeah, you're going over to Cameen, so that's fine. Cameen is this town over here. So they're going to one of these, which is good. Energinous bus platform. Now the problem is I don't think I have a train. Oh, we do. Which this is GW. Yeah, so I don't know how well this is going to work out. I really should have built a storage yard over here, right? Or we might have to get a train back on just sitting over here. But we don't need too much gravel, but yeah. Okay, so now the other big thing is just to have this guy work on stuff, because he'll be, well, he'll have the same problem though, won't he? Yeah, so let's get this road built ASAP, and they should be able to work on that. Yeah, they can't get into any of this other stuff. And that's already built. Probably don't need people waiting there. Yeah, so there's not too much we can really do with that. Not until we get some trains freed up. Yeah, so let's turn off our wireframe because it's ugly. And head over here and see. No, they're not assigned to do anything, but let's get this other finished. All right, and what I'm going to do is assign that guy and then wait for those panels to recover so they come up fully loaded. All right, because if you I've learned if you assign them both like really fast, then they might like mess each other up as far as one takes all the panels and the game just doesn't have enough time. There's plenty of panels over there as you saw it refill, but like they'll grab panels so fast and leave half empty. The second one will leave 3/4 empty. So there we go. So we'll get this finished up first, hopefully. And then we'll start working on this. And then we'll be able to get people. I guess this is never going to be for students. I guess it's not going to necessarily hurt if they're sitting over here waiting. They're not, there's really like no work for them over here at this point. Yeah, because we've shut this off. Probably could start. Yeah, we should talk about the coal over here. And wonder what we could do with this coal, or is it just, this was never a great coal mine anyway. Oh, that's the storage. Coal mine 24%, but it is coal, and I don't know if it's causing pollution issues or not. But we could probably talk about, do we need that? There's an extra coal, and then we have this coal mine to do this. So I guess at some point, when we built all this, we didn't have much. We could build a line all the way into here. That's a possibility, like a conveyor that whole distance, or have trucks or something going up that way. Hadn't really thought about it if you can't tell. Good, so we got all this done. That's another big step forward. So let's go take a look at how Revergrad's doing. Are we... Yeah, we got Bitumen. Yeah, these two are full. Are these trains... Well, they seem to be going around and dropping stuff off, right? And then how about you two? You are... Yeah, what are you doing? Are we having a problem here? No, we're just waiting in traffic. I'm okay with waiting in traffic. All right, and you just went and unloaded some, so yeah, this should work out where, whatever excess we have. Now, the only other problem we have is that we can only get 2 trains in here, but I guess we could do, if we really wanted to, rather than have him come down this way, we could probably build like a bit of a waiting area right in here, and probably the same thing with this one. Right, we could have like a staging area here, even though that's going to get awful tight. Or we could build it up into here even. We could, if we really wanted to, we could build a bridge over this and then have these guys go under the bridge and into there if we... But let's just see if those trains running back and forth to export should be pretty good for us. We'll see if it's enough. And then another thing that we could probably do here... Oh, you know what? Let's go check on... There's only so many stake cars I think we need. All right, yeah, let's stop making stake cars. And what would be the other... Yeah, let's make a few more hopper cars. And then let's set this guy to go gather up some more of that stuff. And really probably could use a few more of the trains. Now that I did send that other train down the other way. Because now that we have this going, yeah, and see, this is where, well, hopefully it'll prioritize always sending to the plastics factory, right? But it would kind of be nice maybe to be able to have prioritization over here as well. But let's go put another train bringing oil from over there. Let's click on this, make sure we have tons of oil as it is, right? Yeah, see, we're definitely producing way more oil over there. And since this is like the oil episode, yeah, we got this guy. And so let's see about buying him. I don't know, maybe can we get away with 5? Let's go look. When he comes in here, is there plenty of room for like 5? Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what though? They kind of have, I guess they could come into either direction. Yeah, we need to do some signaling. No, you know what? We need to wait because these guys, yeah, we really can't have a train coming in and out of here because it's going to mess our construction guys up, at least until they get that part. Nah, we just need to wait because they need, at this moment, they need to be going both directions through that tunnel. Now, maybe, yeah, at some point, I think we could put a crisscross up here. Well, you know what? We could probably do it right now, right? If they could criss and cross right here, then they can make whatever loop they want up ahead and get onto the right track. So let's build a crisscross here, and then we can get rid of, well, all right, so we'll pay for both of these, and then this should be one way this way. Hopefully this works out for other reasons. And this should be any. All right, so they should be able to come in through here. Oh, yeah, you know what, though? Nah, they're coming in and out on the one track. And I guess could we do this? Will you do that? Right, so then they could, yeah, I mean, that would work. Yeah, so let's just pay for, well, they could build this. All right. So let's assign them. So let's close this train purchasing thing because we're not going to do that until this is completed. So I want you to, at some point, hopefully this doesn't cause a problem, I'll get them to work on this, and then between the episodes I can deal with getting that straightened out. So what I'll do is we can change the signaling here so that it's kind of like an in and an out. Right? I don't want that to be a chain signal anymore. This could be a chain signal into that intersection. Not that I think it'll matter too much. And then this could be, yeah. Yeah, that's really kind of a, okay. Right, and then eventually I would put a signal here. Yeah, for now we'll just do this, but this could be a innie and an outie. Like, this would probably be a chain at that point, and then hopefully we can get them to come in and out the right track. And then what I'm thinking of with this, yeah, that's not too bad, because we could chain, like if one of them, if they needed to pass each other, they could sit in this region, if that makes sense. Cool. Yeah, well, I'll work it out. If there's some little thing I did wrong, I'm sure I'll figure it out when they get jammed up. But that's good. So when they get done this piece and they get done these couple pieces, then I'll be able to electrify the rest of this, and I might do that between the episodes, and then we'll be able to get them working on this little stretch. And that'll take a little while because they're coming from a distance. And then this is where I'm curious. Well, if we had another train parked here, so this is the bitumen. So the question is, does it prioritize filling up this tank or this train? And right now, it's all good to go because we're, you know, this tank, our inbound, our tank that we want to have full all the time, or at least until the domestic supply comes in before we export it. So that seems to be working pretty well. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Where are you headed? Okay, so let's cancel that. Not sure why you got that job if it was going to be a problem, but let's see. Is this guy? No, he's not assigned much. I might have assigned it and then broke it up because of the. Sometimes that happens, and then it kind of picks the wrong one. And I don't want him to have to use this footpath to get in there. And this road's now kind of like a road to nowhere, right? Yeah, so let's just get rid of that. For now. Cool. Let's go quick check on, and then I'll have to call it an episode because we're at the time. How are we doing? Ah, look at that. So I see something coming for the next episode. We only got 2 more houses, but yeah, we get our fire station fired up, and yep, we got 1 more of these kindergartens. I'm actually more worried about the kindergartens. We got the schools here. We got kindergartens, so we should be kind of okay, I hope. And then how are we doing on my wonderful house? We need to get, that road's not done, but this one is. So we could assign a road or 2. Oh yeah, look, this guy's down to almost nothing. It doesn't connect. What, is there some little bit? Oh yeah. Really? What do you mean it doesn't connect? Oh, because of that. Oh, look, did they get that done just as I was looking at it? Oh, we can work on this. Why don't you... Oh, you know, okay, that's still not connected. Yeah, why don't you work on that? That'll keep you busy for a few minutes. Between the episodes, I'll go and assign more of this stuff. But there you go. So we'll have our 2 sports stadiums, and yeah, I would definitely anticipate, without knowing the future, that we will come in here and start talking about getting some steel fired up. So we'll have a few more rail cars for coal. Yep. Didn't I send somebody over there, or did I just dream that? Yeah, why don't you start? Go get some more rail cars out of there. And then eventually, I guess we'll have to either buy trains or switch over to train production. All right, guys. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. We let's go where we spent most of the time. Gateway Love. So there we go. Nice. We got rid of our plastics factory. We got, you know, I think this is much better import. We're going to be able to get people over to our steel mill and our oil with trams or trains, whatever we choose, and then we have to be able to get them up to that coal mine. So that there was a lot of busing going on here causing problems in the past. And then we also got rid of some polluters, though I don't think we're going to move too close. I'm not sure the pollution area. I think we do have a... Sorry, I was trying to say goodbye before I... Yeah, so right now we don't have too much pollution, which was a problem for this town before. So we fixed that problem. Good. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And I'm going to give a break to these episodes. I just did this one and the last one back to back, so I didn't get your comments, but I will most likely before I make the next one. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.